Hello everybody, I'm going to be doing a basic demonstration on how to create a Spring project with Maven. It's very simple. It's going to include making a simple bean, just kind of the basics, nothing too crazy. So the first thing you'll need to do, if you don't have it already, you have to download Spring Tool Suite, and it's going to make everything 1,000 times easier, so you're not going to have to go out there and search for external jars and whatever you need in Maven dependencies. So this is what you'll need. Download STS, and if you don't know what this is, just a modified version of Eclipse. So I already have it installed, and let's make a custom, just a new workspace for this. It's going to be called Spring Demo, and we'll open up Spring. Wait for it to load. Okay, so here we go. We're going to make, the first thing we're going to need to do is, let's close this. Let's make a new Maven project. And then this is very important. You need to check this box, create a simple project, and hit next. So for the group ID, we're going to keep it with org demo. Artifact ID will be your project name. We'll leave the version as 0.0.1 snapshot, and packaging with a jar. The name, we'll just name it Spring Demonstration. Description will be basic demonstration for Spring. There we go, that's it. And I think that's it. Oh, we have a space here. Let's move that. Let's fix that. There we go. That's it. Finish. Create our project for us. So here we go. It has all the folders laid out for you for that Spring knows. So first thing we're going to do is let's make a new package and name it. I'll name it tutorial. And we're going to make two classes, a Hello World class and a main app class. So Hello World and the main app. And we're not going to do anything with those just yet. So next, we're going to have to edit the POM file a little bit for the dependencies that we're going to need for this demonstration. So let me grab this real quick. I have it open over here. Find it, dependencies. All right. So these are the basic Spring Framework dependencies that we're going to need for creating Spring Beans just for this video. We'll save it, close it. That's all we'll need to do there. So the next thing we're going to need to do is we are going to need to make a new Spring Bean configuration file. So we'll go ahead and name it application context. That's seems to be the naming convention. Sometimes people do app context. We'll do application context for this. So we're going to make our first bean. Name it bean, and then we're going to give it an ID. An ID, the value we're going to enter here, this is how we're going to refer to this bean inside the Java class. So it's Hello World here. So then we're going to put the class and the class that it belongs in, and it's in the tutorial package for the Hello World class. We're going to end it there, and that's it. That's the bean. It's right there. So in order to access it, let's go into main app. Well, actually, let's go into Hello World and do our first method. Basic method. There we go. And it's just going to be a method to demonstrate that the bean does work. I'm going to put Hello World up. All right. Very basic, just a print message. That's it. And then we're going to go into our main app, and let's make a main method. And the first thing we're going to do is let's create the object for the application context. Application context. App context equals new file system XML application context. And it's going to take a string value, and the string value will be the name of the context XML file that we created, which is application context.xml. That's the first part, and then we're going to make the Hello World object that's going to refer to the bean. So Hello World, and we'll just name it object equals app context get bean, and this will have two values in the parameter. The first one will be the name that we set in the application context file, which is Hello World. So that'll be the first parameter value, and then the second one will be the class that it belongs in. So hello world.class. That's it. And then next, now that that's set up, we're gonna utilize the Hello World object. So object.print message. There's that. Let's import. There we go. Control-Shift-O to import the. If I go back, there's an error there. Just need to be imported. So imports it. So the next thing we're going to do, this is showing that it will work, or it's going to print to the console. And then after that, we are going to close the object so we don't have a memory leak or what have you. Application context, app context dot close. There we go. So to re-go over what we just did, we made two classes, hello world and main app. Hello world, just basic method print message, and it's going to print to the console hello world. In our application context file, we made the bean hello world that refers to the hello world class. And then in the main app, we made the application context object, which refers to our XML file. And then now we create the object for the hello world class, and we are getting the bean hello world. And now we are going to use that bean and print the message, and then after that's done, we're going to close the object. So let's run the application. And so as you see down here, the beginning code we get is Spring trying to tell you that the bean has been loaded, and our message gets printed out, and then afterwards you see that it's closing the bean. So very basic demonstration on how to do beans. I will be making more videos to go more in depth, but this is just basic Maven project, Spring beans, and we'll get into it later on. Thanks for watching.